Yo guys, what's up? So this is the third and final part for Form 4 Chapter 6, Cell Division chapter. Okay, whereby the last part we will focus on cancer cells and Down syndrome. So cancer cells is actually related to mitosis. Down syndrome is related to meiosis. So how? Okay, we straight go into the notes now. Okay. Now, so issues of cell division in human health. So cancer, and also just now we mentioned Down syndrome, right? It actually occur due to problems related to mitosis and also meiosis. So if mitosis and meiosis gone wrong, it could lead to these two problems, cancer and also Down syndrome. Okay, so first we look at cancer. So cancer, right, is actually formed from a normal cell. So let's say a normal muscle cell, okay, it could undergo, so let's say a muscle cell, okay, it can suddenly develop into cancer cells. So how? Okay, let's look here. So number one is the causes. So a normal cell, if it's exposed to radiation such as X-ray, gamma ray, UV ray, okay, it can become a cancer cell. Okay, how that one later lah. No, we look at the causes first. So smoking cigarette also causes it because it contains carcinogenic compounds, because carcinogenic means cancer causing compounds. It causes your normal cells to become cancer. Again, how? Later we mentioned that. And also eating too much preservatives, additives, or even fats in your food. So if you eat too much KFC, oily food, a lot of those Maggi mee, if you like those people that eat Maggi, preservatives, additives, got artificial things, right? Those things are also very cancerous. Okay, now, so how does all these things causes normal cell to become cancer? Okay, so if you eat too much of this or exposed to too much of this, right? Okay, these kind of things will disrupt the DNA of your cell. So when there's a disruption to the DNA that controls the cell cycle, so remember your DNA controls the whole cell cycle, means it controls the interphase and the mitosis process. So if the DNA is damaged due to one of these three reasons, okay, your cells might start to undergo uncontrolled mitosis. Means from one cell, it just splits non-stop. A lot like this. So normal cell controlled mitosis in one cell, become two, then it stop. But now since the DNA spoiled, like the brain got problem already, right? DNA is like the brain of the cell, so if the DNA spoiled, the cell will like divide many. So you produce many cells. So all these cells that are produced, right, are all equally malfunction cells. They are not muscle cells. They are some other kind of weird cells, whereby we call them as cancer cells. So if too much of these cells gather at one part of your body, it will form a tumor. Okay, so consequence of the cancer cell. So no cancer cells form already. So if too many cancer cells will accumulate to form a tumor. Tumor in Chinese is called liu. Okay, so tumor can form at any part of your body. Okay, so if tumor forms at your lungs, then you have lung cancer lor. If forms at breast, then you have breast cancer. If forms at colon, forms at whichever part of your body, then you have that part body punya cancer. So people have throat cancer is people who that smoke too much because the smoke goes in your throat, then the cells in your throat become cancer cells and the cell become a tumor. That's why you have throat cancer. Lung cancer also is due to smoking because smoke goes into the lungs. So why people die from cancer is because when one part of your body have cancer, it will damage that part, damage that organ. And not just that, cancer can be spread to your whole body. So they mention here, point number 2, cancers can spread to other parts of the body through the bloodstream and lymphatic system. Okay, later I'll explain how. Below here, later I'll explain. So therefore, cancer, if not treated early, it can disrupt the vital function of the body and can be fatal. That's why when you mention like the stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 cancer, right, it's actually the size of the tumor. So if you treat it during stage 1, stage 2, okay, then you have higher chance of survival. Because when the tumor is small, it means there's lower chance that your organ is being damaged and it's lower chance that it will be spread throughout your whole body. So it's easier to treat the cancer. Okay, so for example, tumor form in the lungs will cause lung cancer and disrupt the breathing mechanism. So why people die from lung cancer, because your lung damaged, you cannot breathe. And other than that, it might spread to other parts of your body. So let's say your lungs, okay, there's a tumor here. So how do I destroy the tumor? Is that you have to destroy the cancer cells in it. So there are two methods to destroy it. One is called chemotherapy. One is called radiotherapy. Therapy. So chemotherapy is whereby they will inject a type of chemical in your body that kills cancer cells, but at the same time it kills your normal cells as well. Okay, that's why those kind of cancer patients, why they don't have hair, it's because it damages like the body cells in your body that may be responsible to produce hair and so on, produce saliva and so on. Okay, because your saliva, your hair, and many things in your body is produced by cells. So this chemical doesn't just kill cancer cells, it kills all your normal cells. That's why cancer patients, sometimes they'll be bald, they don't have saliva, they'll be lips will be dry. This is the reason, no? That's why if you cancer, if you detect too late, okay, the cancer is already in your whole body, spread to whole body. So therefore, you need to inject more of this chemical into your body, which will even damage more of your normal cells. That's why it's very hard to treat cancer at a late stage. You might die more easily. Radiotherapy is they use radiation. So they will like use radioactive rays shine into your body to kill the cells. But at the same time, you also kill your normal cells. Okay? Yeah, so this is something out of a syllabus one. Okay, so here is we mentioned how cancer can spread. So you can see, now I have the cancer inside your large intestine. So this is called colon cancer. So colon cancer could be due to eating too much fats or too much of artificial food. So when this food goes into your large intestine, colon, it causes cancer there. So how does it spread to like maybe your liver, lungs, and so on? You can see at your colon there, right, cancer cells have a chance to enter your bloodstream and also even enter your lymphatic system, as you can see here. So as cancer cells enter lymphatic or blood circulatory system, right, it will flow to other parts of the body and therefore spreading cancer to other parts of the body. So that's why cancer can spread through lymph and blood vessel, and therefore a new tumor develops in other organs. And this is when cancer could be deadly. So if you manage to treat cancer earlier, it might have not spread yet. At later stages, it will be hard to treat because it's not just at one part, but it's at every part of your body. Okay, so what kind of questions they will ask you is, number one, the most easiest one is they will ask, what is the factor that causes cancer? So these are the three factors: radiation, cigarette, fats. Okay, so number two, they might ask you to explain formation of tumor. So how does a tumor form? So remember, tumor is formed from the cancer cells. So you have to start from explaining how or where does the cancer cell comes from. Okay, so that's why you have to start from saying this: DNA got problem, cell divide by uncontrolled mitosis, and I produce cancer cells. So once cancer cells produce, they will accumulate at one part of your body, it will swell up, and then finally forming a tumor. Okay? Yep. So those are cancer cells. Okay. So next we'll look at the types of tumor. So there are basically two types of tumor. Number one is called benign tumor, whereby this tumor is harmless punya tumor. They are usually very small, such as moles in your body. There are also moles everywhere on your body. So moles are example of benign tumor. They are just a group of harmless cells. They are not cancer cells. Okay. Malignant tumor is the cancer type of tumor, okay, that causes cancer. So these are the type of tumor that can spread to your body. So just remember, benign is harmless, malignant is harmful. Cancer punya tumor. Easy. Okay. Last thing for cancer is questions might ask you to compare normal and cancer cells. What's the difference between these two cells? So number one, normal cells have controlled mitosis. So if one cell damaged, they will just mitosis once to replace the damaged cell. Whereas cancer cells, they will just uncontrolled mitosis. Okay, normal cells have normal chromosome number because the DNA, the chromosome genes are okay. So chromosome number is 46. But in cancer cells, since the DNA got problem, therefore it might cause the chromosome number to be abnormal as well. You might have more than 46 or less than 46. Last, cells are differentiated to carry out specific function. So if a muscle cells undergo mitosis, they will still form muscle cells. So they are a differentiated type of cell, means a cell with specific function, a specific type of cell. But cancer cells, once a muscle cell got problem, they will divide by uncontrolled mitosis. All these cells are no longer muscle cells because all of them, their DNA same got problem. So they are not muscle cells, they are just a group of useless cells. So they are not differentiated, they have no function. Okay, so that is cancer. Okay, the last thing is Down syndrome. So what is Down syndrome? Down syndrome is just like your physics teacher lor, children how like that. Okay, see? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, now so Down syndrome is whereby those kind of people whereby they have mental retardation and they always have that typical look, which looks like this. So those people have Down syndrome. So whereby they all have this specific symptoms, specific characteristics. What? So these are the symptoms. Means like characteristics you can see. Number one, mental retardation. So they have slightly lower intelligence, whereby they cannot learn or speak or behave normally. Okay, their forehead usually is like very wide one, so they have a broad forehead. Eyes always like slanting upwards like this. Okay, flat nasal bridge. Their nose is like very flat, and their tongue is always like mouth is always open and their tongue always come out like that one. Yeah, like this baby you see over here. Now, so what causes Down syndrome? So now this here is meiosis got problem. Means meiosis is when you form gametes, form sperm and ovum. So basically when the sperm and ovum that is formed got problem because of meiosis got problem. Okay, so the problem occurs during Anaphase 1 or 2, whereby spindle fiber fail to function at the 21st chromosome. So remember, we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Each pair consists of mother, one from mother, one from father. So in a Down syndrome person, right, their 21st chromosome, as you can see here, have an extra chromosome. So therefore will cause them to be like this. So why is there an extra chromosome? Oops, over here. So now we can look at the problem which comes from the meiosis. Okay, so if the spindle fiber fails to form, chromosome fails to separate. Okay, so okay, for example, let's say this is a normal chromosome. Okay, let's say this meiosis got no problem. This is father punya chromosome, this is mother. So after meiosis 1, after meiosis 2, you're supposed to have 4 daughter cells, right? Whereby each of them, should only carry 1 chromosome. Means half of the number. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I draw here, no space in it. Okay, means that at the beginning I have 1 chromosome, 2 chromosome. At the end, all of them only have 1. So mother, also the same thing. Okay, draw here. So this one is now red color. Okay, so if 1 sperm fertilized with 1 ovum, therefore I will get 1 set of mother chromosome, 1 set of father chromosome, like this. Okay, so this happens at every single pair. So this is actually one of the pairs, one of the 23 pairs I'm showing you right now. Okay, so at the 21st pair, during meiosis, somehow normal meiosis like this does not occur. But somehow it occurs something like this. So now if you look at the 21st pair of the formation of sperm and ovum, so you can see now, this one is got the problem. So the example I'm giving you is Anaphase 2. Okay, so during Anaphase 2, okay, they say here, spindle fiber fail to function. So spindle fiber is supposed to like pull the chromosome into 2 chromatids. But right now, one of them fail to function. So I only pull one side of the chromosome only. The other side doesn't pull. So I only pull 1 chromosome over. So the whole chromosome moves to one cell. That's why causing one of the gamete to have extra chromosome, one of the other gamete to have lack of 1 chromosome. So right now, there's an extra chromosome in the 21st pair. So this mother is normal meiosis, no problem. See, at the 21st pair, got 1 chromosome, 21st pair got 1 chromosome. So total, 23. Okay, so 23 is the normal chromosome number of gametes, which is half of 46. Okay, so that's what they say. Gametes with abnormal chromosome number, 22 and 24, will be produced. So if fertilization occurs between normal gamete, 23, this one here normal, and with an abnormal gamete, 24, this one here. So if these two fertilize, 24 plus 23, you will get 47, whereby there's an extra chromosome in the 21st pair. Okay, so that's why a zygote with 47 chromosomes is produced. The child has Down syndrome. Extra chromosome is present in the 21st pair. Okay, so instead of having this like that, now I have extra 1 more chromosome here. That's why you can see at the 21st pair, I have this extra chromosome. So that is Down syndrome. So if question asks, how does Down syndrome occur? What is explain the process? This is your answer. So during Anaphase 1 or 2, spindle fiber doesn't form over here. So chromosome fail to separate. That's why 1 gamete have extra chromosome in 21st pair, 1 will lack. So if the normal gamete fertilized with gamete with extra chromosome, you get a zygote with 47 chromosome, which is Down syndrome. Okay. Now, so this is Anaphase 2 doesn't occur properly. So this problem also could occur in Anaphase 1. So it's actually the same thing, similar. So here I will give example of Anaphase 1. So again, same thing, we are looking at the 21st pair only, not all 23 pairs. So during Anaphase 1, which is doing meiosis 1, so I label here already meiosis 1, meiosis 2. So this is normal mother. Okay, so this is the father got problem 1. See, normal, meiosis 1 that time, it should split like this. See here become haploid already. Beginning got 2, here now 1. And then during meiosis 2, I further split off their hands and legs, become 1, 1, 1, 1. But in father, there's a bit of problem. So during meiosis 1, you can see, now same thing, spindle fiber doesn't form properly. So this side spindle fiber spoiled. It doesn't pull the chromosome. So this way, both of the homologous chromosome come to one side. The other one, 0 cell. So this one 0, we don't look at it anymore lah. Okay, so if this cell, let's say meiosis 2 occurs normally, Anaphase 2 got no problem now. So when I produce 2 sperm that time, 2 daughter cells, you can see instead of having 1 chromosome, now I have 2 in each of the daughter cell. So same thing, if this sperm fertilizes with this ovum, you also will have 1, 2, 3 chromosomes in the 21st pair. So these are the 2 possible problems that could occur in meiosis that leads to Down syndrome, either in Anaphase 1 or Anaphase 2. So here I'm showing you Anaphase 1 doesn't split. Here just now I show you Anaphase 2. Okay? Cannot. But in exam, you don't have to explain the Anaphase 1 or 2. You just have to say during 1 or 2. Just like over here. Spindle fiber fails to form, chromosome fail to separate. That's it. That's all you have to mention. Okay? Yep, so that's all for chapter 6. At the end of this chapter, there will be one quiz, objective one. I will post it later. After this video, before you do the quiz, there will be one question video, as usual. So after the question, then only you do the quiz. Okay? Bye-bye.